Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. We are again in our remote secret trivia bunkers full of trivia knowledge. And this week, we are joined by a very special guest. Nate, say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Nate is a fellow trivia guru. He MCs the local trivia nights that we go to, Neil and I, and sometimes Kels. And he's an awfully cool dude, even if he is a Patriots fan. So
you had to throw that
Are
in
you
there.
a Patriots fan? Oh, dude.
Yeah, I have been since the old days. Back, I still have a Drew Bledsoe jersey from middle school.
I'll accept that. That's okay. That's fair.
There you go.
At least he's not a bandwagon guy, right?
Yeah,
That's right. I was a fan. I was a fan in the pre-Belichick Brady days.
Okay. Yeah.
otherwise known as the Dark Times.
The dark ages. Yeah. Pete Carroll.
Oh,
Good stuff. So what do you consider your trivia specialities there, Nate?
I've always probably geography, history, maybe some science. I feel like my weaknesses are probably going to be literature and movies. Those are the two areas that I will probably not fare so well in, but we'll see if they come up.
You know, if it were Neil, he'd have 3 science categories. So
I only did 2 that one time.
they were painful. There's only so many liberal arts degrees to go around in this group.
right.
So thank you, everybody, for listening. Just want to say that our Patreon page is up and running. Should any of our loyal and wonderful listeners decide to throw a few bones our way, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Do we have any patrons yet?
We do. We do have a patron. Her name is Susan L. She's out of Colorado. The best place. The best. And she is a platinum patron. So we're starting off with a bang, guys.
Apparently,
Do you have
thanks.
plaques or ribbons for the different level of patrons yet?
Oh, we certainly do. We treat our patrons with love and respect.
There you go.
So this week, Kels will be bringing the questions. So Kels, take it away.
All right, gentlemen, if you're ready, today we're going to talk about names.
I like names. I
You
have
like
3.
names? 3 whole names, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
3. Thanks.
Yeah. So, y'all feel up for the challenge?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't feel like it.
Well, you're gonna have to get yourself together, Neil, because this is happening.
Okay.
Okay.
About to go down.
Exactly. All right. Starting off, we're going to call this category Named in Your Honor. Question 1. Of the original 13 colonies, the southernmost colony is named in honor of what influential European figure?
I'm assuming specificity is of the utmost importance on this one.
It is. It is. But there's room for partial
Your
credit.
diction was impeccable.
Oh, thank you.
Specificity is of the utmost importance. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I wasn't going to try to say it like again. Though, but yeah. Make sure you're certain.
Name right person good. I'm going to feel like a Nimrod, but I'm going to go with this one. No.
All right, locked in.
You're locked in, Nate?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh. I'm
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in too.
All right. Start with, I guess, Nate. What did you come up with?
Well, the southernmost colony would be Georgia, so King George. Which one? I am not exactly sure, but I went ahead and went with King George III. So.
Okay. Neil?
Yeah, I think Georgia was the southernmost of the 13 colonies, and King George III, I think, was the king at the time of the Revolution. but I doubt that he was the king when the colony was created, so I went with King George II.
Okay. Davo?
I also went with Georgia, and I went with King George III.
1 to 3rd. Okay. Well, y'all got the colony right. But Neil gets full credit. King George II.
Ouch.
King George II.
So that was worth 5 points there, Kels?
I give you 5 points.
Yeah, Nate, give Nate 5 points. Give me 5 points.
I would gladly take 5 points.
Nothing wrong with taking 5 points here and there. All right. Number 2. Christopher Columbus is a well-known person in history and has many things named in his honor, including 2 U.S. capitals. Name the 2 capitals and their states.
All right, locked in.
Oh, my goodness, Nate.
Geography, that's right in my wheelhouse.
That's your bag. That's your bag.
It's in his wheelhouse.
When I was in middle school on the Quiz Bowl team, I was the geography guy.
You were the geography ringer?
Yes,
He's a
well,
ringer.
that's what they said. I don't know if that's true or not. My girlfriend makes fun of me because I tend to like to. When I was a kid, I used to read the Rand McNally Atlas instead of books.
That's pretty
Wow.
awesome, man.
That is actually that.
So that's why I know maps and I'm not as good on the books.
I'm locked in too. Oh man. I know. I looked at right after I said I'm locked in. I'm like, wait, that's totally wrong. But I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
All right. Nate, once again, would you like to start us off?
Sure, why not? Of course, I went with Columbia, South Carolina, and Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. Davo?
I went with Columbus, Ohio, and Columbia, Missouri, and I know that's wrong.
Ooh, okay. And Neil?
I said Columbus, Ohio, and Columbia, South Carolina.
All right. Full credit for Nate and Neil. Davo, you get 5 points for that.
Pity.
Yeah, it's not pity. You got one right and one just horribly wrong. Do you know the capital of Missouri?
Jefferson City.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, I do, but I was imagining little Nate just reading his Rand McNally, and it just cracked me up.
So, who do you think that was named after, Davo?
Jefferson City, Jefferson Starship.
Yes, actually, a lot
He
of
was
people don't
Jefferson
know
Airplane at the time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jefferson Airplane.
Wasn't there a combination of all of those? Jefferson Starship, Jefferson Airplane, and
The
among
final,
others.
Just Starship.
They were
right?
Starship.
the final version was just Starship.
Okay.
They did we built this city on rock and roll.
It was the same band. They just kept changing their name.
Yeah. Well, they kicked out Thomas Jefferson, so
I'm not sure that's what happened.
That's how I remember it, Neil. It's got to be right.
Okay, well, I could be wrong.
Okay, number 3. Speaking of U.S. capitals, there are 4 named for after U.S. presidents. Can you all name them? This isn't the question, but I'm just curious. You got one already.
Oh, this isn't the question.
No, this isn't the question. No pressure on this.
Okay. Harrisburg, PA.
Not one.
Must be. Am I supposed
President
to say that?
Harris?
you're supposed to, this is an audio podcast.
I'm just making sure I understood correctly. So we got
Are
Pennsylvania.
we're not counting Washington, D.C., right?
Not counting Washington, D.C. State
Oh
capital.
my gosh.
I got 50 to go through, so give me a second.
No.
Would you like some help?
Yeah. No. Oh, Nate doesn't need any help.
Sorry.
The Quiz Bowl ringer.
Oh,
There's
Lincoln.
pressure on me. Oh, Madison, Wisconsin.
Madison
go.
is one.
So you got one
Lincoln,
more. Right?
Nebraska.
Lincoln, Nebraska. There you
Lincoln,
go.
Nebraska.
Neil got it. And of course, Jeff City.
Jefferson City. That was just 3.
Maybe we need one more.
You need one more.
Lincoln, Madison, Jefferson City. What was the first one I said?
Harrisburg.
Harrisburg, right? Harrisburg,
No.
Pennsylvania.
That wasn't one of them.
Oh, that's not one. Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
I can tell you the last one. No,
Okay,
no
go for
shame. Unless it's Jackson, Mississippi.
There you go. Okay, Jackson.
Okay.
It's
Now,
taking me a while to get down there.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
Question 3. Speaking of U.S. capitals, there are 4 named after U.S. presidents. Can you name the only capital city outside of the U.S. to be named after a United States president?
The answer to that question is yes, I can. Do you want to know what it is?
I would like to know what it is, Neil.
I am locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to come up with something, guys.
Well, remember, you can always punt.
That's true. Okay.
Always punt.
Yep.
That is an option. But we will make fun of you if you do.
I know you will. I deserve that. And as soon as I hear it, I know I'm gonna most likely, maybe not, but most likely I'll win. Yep. Okay, I'm locked in.
All right. Davo, what you come up with?
I came up with Monrovia, Liberia.
Okay. Neil?
That's beautiful.
I also put down Monrovia, Liberia.
All right. And Nate, if I recall correctly,
I did not pick Monrovia. That's a great answer. I picked Georgetown because I thought there was a Georgetown, but I could not tell you where it's located. So that was my answer, Georgetown. But I like Monrovia better.
Well, the correct answer is Monrovia, Liberia.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. Isn't there a Georgetown in one of the little South American countries that I can never?
I was thinking like Guyana, Suriname.
Yeah,
one of those had a Georgetown.
Yeah, there is.
But it probably wouldn't be named after a president. Probably after a king would be my guess.
Yeah, more than likely.
Named after George Clinton.
I mean, I would hope so. If they were cool enough, it'd be after George Clinton.
He was a vice president, wasn't he?
He was.
It's one funky country.
All right. Number 4. America derives its name from Americus, the Latin version of what Italian navigator and cartographer's name?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
All right. Neil, what you got?
I believe it was his last name was Vespucci.
Davo?
I always heard it as Amerigo Vespucci.
That's how I heard it as well, Neil. Amerigo Vespucci.
Likewise, Amerigo Vespucci.
Well, you heard it was Amerigo because it was Amerigo Vespucci.
That sounded like a George Clinton lyric for a minute there.
Yeah, but do baba.
You heard it was Amerigo because it's Amerigo.
All right, well done, well done. Do we have some scores?
I've got the scores right now at Nathan with 25, Davo with 30, and I'm batting 1,000 right now with 40 points.
Oof.
Nice.
All right, moving on. Little category I like to call, where'd you get that name?
Okay.
Number 1, proving to be a bit ironic, what 7'1", 4-time NBA champion's first name, when paired with his middle name, Rashawn, means little warrior in Arabic?
Locked in?
I am locked in with an answer.
Okay.
How tall did you say he was?
7'1".
Oh, well, there goes my answer.
That's up there. Okay.
So who's the tallest person you've ever met? Guys. Throwing it out to the floor.
Went to Six Flags in Dallas and happened to see Larry Johnson and his family were there. And this was right after he played Grandmama on Family Matters. So we're after that. We're like, we just saw Grandmama.
He's a big dude.
Yeah. He was sitting down, but I know he's tall.
Yeah, he's still big. Probably. Is everyone locked in?
Oh, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Okay. I know Neil locked in. Nate, you still
Is Neil locked
deliberating?
in? Okay. I'm gonna throw one out here. I'm locked in.
All right. Neil, how about you start us off? What'd you come up with?
Well, I thought it was an easy question at first and went with someone whose name I thought sounded like Small.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized that he was much taller than 7'1", but I answered Manute Bol.
Okay.
Because I
There you
figured
go.
he would also be likely to have a Arabic name.
I like the way you gamed that one out.
You did.
Yeah.
I like it. I went with Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. And Nate?
Well, I went ahead and picked the only name I could think of that potentially sounded somewhat Arabic was, and I know I'm sure there's more, but I went with Rajon Rondo.
Ooh. Well, the correct answer is Shaquille O'Neal. Rajon Rondo measures at about 6'7".
Yeah.
He's a long guy. And Manute Bol, I think, was 7'7", 7'6".
Yeah.
I think it was 7'7".
He was over 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah, tall guy. All
I
right.
was thinking minute and minute, and it made sense in my head.
It is a great guess.
Yeah, very. All right, number 2. What American queen of pop singer-songwriter's name is Italian for My Lady?
What?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Oh, dude.
Oh, now. Don't you be sour.
No, I'm not. Yeah, be sour. Well, I am just a little flummoxed, but just give me a moment.
Okay.
I don't think it's often that Davo was flummoxed.
No.
Let's see if Davo can unflummox himself.
I don't feel good about this unflummoxing, but
There it is.
we're going to flummox with this. I'm locked in.
Is there an app for that?
There is an app for flummox. And if there isn't, there should be.
Yeah. And a cream, I hear. With,
By prescription only, though.
Ask your doctor.
About Flummoxol.
Flummoxol.
Okay. Nate, what'd you come up with?
I chose Madonna.
Okay. Neil?
I also went with Madonna.
Okay. And Davo?
I went with Lady Gaga.
The correct answer is Madonna.
Gaga also means my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
To a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
That's that's great.
Okay. All right. Number 3. What actor uses his middle initial, which is a Swahili word meaning of noble promise, in order to help distinguish himself from a hoops legend known the world over that shares his name?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I don't think there's an actor named Hakeem. Charles. Hang on, I'm just going to go through all the basketball players I know real quick. Well, I just did. I mean, oh, okay.
Neil just had his eureka moment.
I did, but I don't remember what the initial is. Yeah, I got a 1 in 26 chance now.
We believe in you, Neil.
It's probably not Q. Okay, I'm locked in.
All right. Nate, what'd you come up with?
I get to be first. Okay. Okay, so the only actor I could really think of, or not only, but the one that came to my mind first, was Michael J. Fox.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if that's a basketball player. Not the one I know, but maybe another country.
We'll soon find out. Davo, what'd you come up with?
He played Killmonger in Black Panther. Michael B. Jordan.
And Neil, what did you come up with?
Yeah, I remembered like the one season of The Wire that I saw. I think there was a guy named Michael B. Jordan there.
There was.
And The Wire's an outstanding program.
Yeah, he played a character named Wallace. Well, the correct answer is Michael Bakari Jordan.
Bakari.
Makes
you wonder why he didn't just go with Bakari Jordan.
That does sound nice.
Yeah, it has a nice ring to it. Number 4. What Academy Award winning Kenyan Mexican actress's name is a diminutive of Guadalupe?
I just remembered it. I had a friend with that name.
Nate.
He came to me. I had a friend with that name. Well, the first name, not the last.
That's not fair, because I didn't. I will never get her last name in a million years, so I'm going to lock in with only a first name.
Okay, we might be able to work out some partial credit for you, if you have it correct, of course.
Of course.
I'm locked in.
All right. Davo, what'd you come up with?
I believe her first name is Lupita. Her last name is something that I cannot remember, and I don't want to butcher. So I'm just going to go with Lupita, the Oscar winner, who was really good in Black Panther.
Okay. Nate?
Same Lupita, and her last name, I know it's has an apostrophe. It's like Yongi, or there's something of those letters, combination of those letters. I know there's an apostrophe in it.
Okay. You know there's an apostrophe.
I know that doesn't. I hope that gets me some points.
It's like in apostrophe something.
Yes.
Well, I'll consult with the judges after this, but let's hear what Neil came up with first.
I said Lupe Johnson.
Lupe Johnson.
That is not apostrophe.
No apostrophe in Johnson.
and I didn't know Lupita, so I just put Lupe because that was the only shortening of Guadalupe I could think of.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is Lupita Nyong'o.
Nyong'o. What do the judges say?
They said 5 points for Lupita.
Yay!
That does it for Where'd You Get a Name Like That, and what are our scores looking like?
Got Davo with 55, Neil barely hanging on to a lead with 60, and Nathan with 40.
All right. Now,
Still anybody's game.
Still wide open, people. Still wide open. All right. Let's dip into movies for a minute with title roles. Number 1. 1981 drama starring Dudley Moore as a wealthy, perpetually drunk playboy, or the 2011 remake featuring Russell Brand in the same role. Name that movie.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Give me a second.
Take all the time you need, Nate.
Okay, I think I remember this. Okay, locked in.
All right. Neil, what'd you come up with?
Arthur.
Davo.
Arthur.
Nate.
We'll third that with Arthur.
Yay!
Arthur is correct.
I don't think that was a drama, though.
It was a dramedy.
I've never seen the original, but I do remember the Russell Brand movie, the remake.
Bo Derek.
The original was really good. It won John Gielgud an Oscar.
All right. Number 2. 1968 drama starring Cliff Robertson as a man who undergoes an experimental surgery previously given to a lab mouse.
A lab mouse. Oh, yes. I've read the book too.
What? This was a book?
I read it in eighth grade.
I did too.
Yeah, I think I read it. If it's what I'm thinking about, I definitely read it.
Is everyone locked in? Davo, you still need some time?
Oh, no, I locked in. I'm sorry.
Neil, what did you come up with?
Well, I did read a book that had the similar plot, and it was called Flowers for Algernon. So that's my answer, although after I wrote it, I'm thinking the movie might have had a different name. But I went with Flowers for Algernon.
Okay. Nate?
I too picked Flowers for Algernon.
Okay. Same reason.
Oh no, I really like that. I really love the. I guess in 8th grade read that. I just love the story, so it stuck with me from then.
Okay. Davo?
I said Ben because it's got a mouse in it.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, I'm not. That's actually not a mouse.
It's a rat.
It's a rat. It's a whole
There's
rat.
a difference.
You know who did the theme song for Ben, right?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
That too was us.
Your statement is very offensive to mice.
All right. Well, Flowers for Algernon was the book, but the movie was called Charlie. Charlie, the name of the man.
Damn it,
Did
Charlie.
either of you see the movie?
I saw a recent remake of the movie. Yes. Like, well, I don't know. Did you say Kels when the recent one came out?
I did not, because I did not know that there was a recent one.
Yeah, there was a recent remake of it. I want to say in the mid to early maybe 2000s. Kind of a B movie.
Okay.
It wasn't I don't think it was released in theaters or anything. But I remember the guy on Stranger Things. Remember Stranger Things? Have you guys
Oh
seen
yeah,
that? Okay.
love it.
So the original bad guy of the I'm totally drawing a blank.
Matthew
right here.
Modine?
Bad guy who yes, Matthew Modine. That's one. Yeah, he plays Charlie in the remake. Yes, I could not remember his name. Man, you guys sharp memories. Envious sometimes. I feel like I've forgotten so much.
If I may ask, Nate, do you have children?
I do have 2 boys.
Well, see, when you have kids, it's been scientifically shown that your IQ drops by 10 points per kid.
That's
So
tragic. That's tragedy.
There went all those movie interviews.
Yes. I thought it was the Coors Light. But it's my kid's fault.
Just blame it on your kids. That's what I've been doing.
All right.
So is that zero? Is that zero across the board then, Kels?
That's 0 across the board. Number 3. 1979 film starring this really liked star as a textile worker trying to get fellow workers to come together for the greater good.
I'm locked in, I think.
I'm punting.
Oh, not a punt.
I know who the actress is. I know she won an Oscar for it. I don't know anything else.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah, I'm ashamed.
Oh.
I think you know more than I know.
Then I will share shame with you.
I will not take your shame, sir.
You keep that to yourself.
Okay, locked in.
Nate's locked in. Davo's punting.
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I've been locked in for a while.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Neil. Well, Neil, how about you start us off? What'd you come up with?
Well, I do remember, I think your reference, the really like me thing, I know there was some actress who won probably an Academy Award, and she went up and said, "You like me, you really like me," or something like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know who that was.
Oh.
I do.
I bet you do. But I do remember vaguely from the clue about the movie, the worker who was like getting her coworkers organized, and I want to say it was called Norma Ray.
Okay. Nate?
I really don't know. I don't have anything to go on, so I just went with a 70s sounding name, and I chose Caroline.
It's a very pretty name.
Sweet.
Oh.
I was thinking more of Outcast. But
Caroline.
I was thinking of the mom. I was thinking of the mom from Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, wow.
Well,
We all went completely different directions with that. That's great.
well, Davo, you know the actress, don't you?
I do. The actress is Sally Field.
Sally Field. The movie was Norma Ray.
Nice.
bravo.
Good get.
Bravo. Good job, Neil.
All right, moving on. Number 4. The star of this 1983 psychological horror film was a little lady by the name of 1958 Plymouth Fury.
Locked in.
Walked in.
Told you movies were my weakness. Okay. So I am locked in as well.
All right. Davo, what you got?
Christine.
Neil.
Yeah, you're going to have to work harder than that to stump me with a Stephen King. I went with Christine.
Right. I'm right there with you, Neil.
Oh, and I picked a great movie you might all know called Driving Miss Daisy.
That is a great movie.
Oh, that movie would have been so much better with Christine instead of the limo.
It might have been a little shorter.
All right. Well, the correct answer is Christine. I like where your head was at, Nate.
Yeah,
Don't lose that energy.
Keeping it with the category.
Well, I believe that's been 3 categories, correct?
It is. And so halfway through the regulation, we've got Nathan with 50, Davo with 75, and I pulled ahead a little bit at 95.
Oh.
I'm sorry, 90. Just 90.
Moving along.
I'm waiting for sports to come along and kick my ass.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's the only way we can play zone defense against you. You gotta have some sports.
You can't just let them keep driving to the lane on you. All right.
See how I used a sports joke to tell them it was a joke within a joke at Neil's expense because he's kicking our Tookuses.
That was punny.
It was quite.
I didn't get it.
Oh, that's okay. All right. Let's see how you fare with the Jacksons.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I am for real. So.
I'm becoming one with the Jacksons.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't have a Jacksons joke.
Well, not all of us do, Neil.
Except that I'm probably going to be really bad at the Jacksons.
Sending good vibes your way, man. But not too many. You're too far ahead.
Yeah, just 1 or 2 vibes.
All right, and after these, I just want you to name the Jackson being referred to. All right, number 1. This all-knowing athletic member of the family was born in Alabama under the name of Vincent.
I'm locked in.
I suppose I am locked in as well.
I'm just going to make a guess. I guess my favorite Jackson. I'm locked in.
All right. Nate, who did you lock in with?
I don't feel confident with this answer at all. The more I think about it after I locked in. We are talking about the Jackson family of entertainers, correct?
We're just talking about the Jacksons.
The Jacksons. I mean, like Andrew Jackson? I went with Tito. I feel like that's wrong.
Okay, Tito.
That's totally not true. Just making embarrassment.
I just figured it out, damn it.
Neil.
So I was assuming you were talking about the Jackson family also. So my answer was also my favorite of the Jackson family, Tito. But I think you were going a different direction, and I probably should have said Bo.
Okay, Davo.
See, the direction we're going with is one Jackson is all Jacksons. So the answer is Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson is correct. Bo knows sports.
Okay.
Bo knows everything. It felt very crossword puzzle-y kind of clue. I liked it.
Number 2. Most know that this guitar-playing member of the family was born in Gary, Indiana.
Gary,
But
Indiana.
But few know that his real name is Toriano Adero.
Locked in.
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Nate, who'd you come up with?
Well, this time I am also, once again, going to go with Tito. His name is Toriano, not Vincent.
Toriano's a great name. I gotta remember that.
Yeah, Toriano. Davo, who'd you go with?
I went with Tito Jackson.
And Neil.
There's a good chance I may just answer Tito for every question in this round.
It can't hurt. Tito Jackson is the correct answer.
One of the few times in life where you can't go wrong with Tito.
Don't you do that to Tito. All right. Number 3. This military skilled tactician member of the family was born Thomas Jonathan in Clarksburg, Virginia, and was killed by friendly fire in Chancellorsville.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Okay, I am locked in also.
All right, Neil, who you got?
I believe we're talking about Stonewall Jackson.
Davo.
Stonewall Tito Jackson.
Nate.
Stonewall Tito Vincent Jackson.
You are all correct.
By the rules of the game, if they actually wrote those down, then they should have gotten it wrong.
I wrote down Stonewall Jackson only.
Okay.
I am merely going for comedic effect.
Okay. I'll let it go then. My lead is dwindling, so I have to.
The claws come out when the lead dwindles.
All right. Number 4. This Brandon Mills, South Carolina-born member earned his well-known moniker by once playing in stockings as his baseball shoes weren't broken in yet.
Locked in.
Locked in as well.
Did everyone lock in already?
I am locked in now that I give it some thought. Yes.
I'm locked in.
Okay. Neil, who you got?
I hope that we're talking about Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Okay. Davo.
Shoeless Joe Stonewall Vincent Tito Jackson.
And Nate.
And that would be my man, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Shoeless Joe Jackson is correct.
There were a lot of points scored in that round. We got
yeah, but Davo's the only one that made ground up on that Bo Jackson answer.
So we've got Nathan with 80, Davo with 115, and Neil at 120.
Anybody's game. This is good.
All right. This one I'm really proud of. So I like to call this category Will Smith.
Will Smith question mark?
Will Smith question mark. Number 1. It's October 27, 2002, and the Cowboys are facing the Seahawks with Emmitt Smith having a shot at history. All he needs is a few yards to reach the top of the record books. Will Smith surpass this sugary legend to become the all-time leading rusher?
So you're looking for who he surpassed?
I'm looking for the sugary legend.
The sugary legend. That sweet, sweet legend.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I still don't really know what the question was.
I think he's punting. That's just joking. We're just trying to make up some ground, man. Sorry, Neil.
Because it sounded like the question was a yes or no question.
Well, yeah, technically it is, but I was looking for the name of the sugary legend.
Oh, I get the Will Smith question.
Well, it's not Will Smith the person.
Yes.
Will Smith.
It's about Smiths.
It's a very short sentence. Ooh,
Yes, it is.
That thunder's clapping back there.
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
All right. Nate, who'd you go with?
I went with the sweet sound of Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
Barry.
Davo.
I went with Sweetness himself, Walter Payton.
Of course you did.
And Neil.
I went with Sugar Ray Smith.
Sugar Ray Smith.
Hey, there's a lot of Sugar Ray. There's a lot of Sugar Rays out there.
There are
a lot of Sugar Rays.
There are more than there should be, to be honest.
I think he was drafted first round by the Tennessee
Confectioners.
The correct answer is Walter Payton. Sweetness.
See. Thought I was onto something with the berry.
Once you said it, I was like, huh. I like that answer.
Mislead me, Kels.
I know.
Making you zig when you should have zagged.
When you should have zagged. All right. Number 2. It's 1912 in the icy waters of the Atlantic. Edward J. Smith is captain of the Titanic and water is rushing in. Will Smith go down with the ship or be rescued by this liner that came to its aid?
Is this a 2-part question? Or
No,
do we
well,
just want to know the name of the liner?
I just want to know the name of the liner.
And I'm just trying to fish for points because I have...
I feel like I know it. I'm stuck between 2. Okay, I'm going to say locked in. I'm confident with that.
I'm locked in with no confidence.
It happens on this show.
I'm locked in.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Nate, what'd you go with?
All right. So I had the word that the answer that came to me right away, but then I thought, am I misplacing it? I'm thinking of the Lusitania, but then I realized that's not that one. So I went with my gut, Carpathia.
Okay.
What
Davo.
was that answer again?
The Carpathia.
Carpathia.
Carpathia. C-A-R.
Yes, like where Dracula's from. The Carpathians. He's from the Carpathians.
Yes.
I know what I'm talking about. Trying to...
Well, it did just, the boat did arrive in the middle of the night, so
It did.
there's something there.
And he likes his food on ice.
It could be, yes.
I went with the Queen Elizabeth. I had no clue.
The Miss Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth. Oh, yeah.
the Queen Elizabeth. Neil, tell me something good.
I hope that Nathan was right because I also said the Carpathia.
Well, the Carpathia is correct.
Wow. Good call, guys.
Oh, one of the words I don't think I have said that word in many years.
All right, number 3. It's December 1607, and John Smith is captured by the native tribe to be brought to their chief. Things aren't looking good for him as he is to be executed by the order of Powhatan. Will Smith really be spared due to the sacrifice of this daughter of the chief?
No.
Ooh,
No. No.
locked in.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
We're all locked in.
All right. Nate, what'd you come up with?
Well, I've watched many a documentary on this, including the popular Disney documentary.
The animated documentary?
The animated documentary. So I'm going to go lock in with Pocahontas.
Okay. Neil
Yeah, unless it's a trick question, I think it's Pocahontas.
and Davo.
I also went with Pocahontas.
Well, you're also correct then.
Yay.
Pocahontas is the right answer. Number 4. It's 1989 at the Grammys, and Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff have a chance to make history. An award will be given for rap for the first time, and the duo are nominated. Will Smith and Jeff win Best Rap Performance for this song.
Locked in.
That song?
That song.
Oh my God.
I'm locked in with the only song I can recall that they did.
Oh, this should be interesting. Davo, you still pondering?
No, I'm locked in. I'm
Locked in?
Yeah.
All right, well, what'd you come up with?
I said, parents just don't understand.
Ooh, okay. Neil?
That was my answer also. Parents just don't understand.
Nate?
Okay, well. Okay. Well, I went with the other all-time hip-hop classic, Summertime.
Ooh. Well,
I thought that was from
correct
40 and
answer.
Bess.
The correct answer is parents just don't understand.
Do you guys remember that they had a song on the Nightmare on Elm Street soundtrack?
Nightmare on
It
My
might have
Street?
been. Yes. You remember that?
Yeah.
It was so completely out of place for the movie.
Well, given what the movie was, yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't really seem like they're seen.
Yeah. It was a nightmare on my street.
And that's not the one that won the Grammy?
Surprisingly,
not the
no.
one.
Wasn't it
A lot of
nominated
people-
for Best Soundtrack at the Oscars?
Yeah.
Best original song.
It got snubbed.
It got snubbed by Barbra Streisand.
All right. Can we get some scores?
We've got Nathan with 100, Davo with 145, and Neil still hanging on by his fingernails at 150.
Ooh, it's a tight one.
Mm-hmm.
But we're all in triple digits.
That's kind of amazing, actually.
No, this is a good game.
Good job,
I
Nate.
Thank you.
like these. Yeah.
I'm glad that I feel confident holding up against, because I know you guys are very intelligent, so I feel good.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, gee. Well, you're making me blush.
I'm hanging on your coattails, man. As long as I'm there at the end.
Round 6. Well, something I like to call Sing to Me. I'm going to give you some lyrics, and you identify the song,
Oh my.
which will be someone's name.
But you're gonna sing the lyrics though, right?
I'm not singing them.
Oh, come on, Kels.
I'm not singing
You're
them.
teasing
Do
us
you-
with the title, and then you're not gonna follow through.
Yeah. You don't hear Alex Trebek singing.
As long as we got that straight, I guess.
That was very this flat. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
I try to give you a little melody, but I feel like I'll give them away. But we'll see how it goes. All right. Number 1, 1978. I loved you since I knew you. I wouldn't talk down to you. I have to tell you just how I feel. I won't share you with another boy.
Locked in.
For my time.
And mine too.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. But I do know that. Okay.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
All right. Neil, what'd you come up with?
I hope that is Roxanne by the Police.
By the Police. All right. Davo.
Let me step away from the mic here. Roxanne!
You don't have to turn on the red light.
All right. And Nate?
I also went with Roxanne.
Well, Eddie Murphy would be proud. Roxanne is the correct answer. You know, there's a trivia nugget, a personal trivia nugget. On my first time hearing that song, 48 hours.
Are you kidding?
48 hours.
TV show?
The investigative journalists at 48 hours.
Not first 48.
No, there used to be remember back in the 80s, 90s, there was a Dateline 2020. It was 48 hours.
Yeah. No,
So I thought
right.
that's my reference point.
There was also a classic movie with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie
Okay.
Murphy and
See, I told you movies are not my
It
strong
wasn't Dan Aykroyd, was it? I thought
It was Nick Nolte. It was Nick Nolte.
oh yeah. I'm sorry, I was getting it confused with Trading Places.
Oh, another
So you were
classic.
trading places with trading places.
I was.
He was trading places with the right answer. Do that a little more often, please.
All right. Number 2, 1969.
Ooh.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. He didn't leave much to Ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I think I'm locked in as well.
All right. Nate.
Okay, so it's funny that I know this, but I grew up listening to country. I didn't listen to anything but country until I was probably 14.
Ooh.
So I went with the Johnny Cash great "A Boy Named Sue." I think that's the lyrics. I'm hoping.
Okay. Davo.
Well, 2 things, Nate. There's only 2 kinds of music, country and western. And I went with Boy Named Sue.
Boy Named Sue.
Neil.
I also went with the boy named Sue.
I'm telling you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. You're all correct.
So here's a little trivia nugget.
Ooh.
Our man Kels does a pretty good Barack Obama impression.
Is
And
that
when
so?
Yes. And when he was reading those lyrics, he came perilously close to Barack Obama.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barack Obama sings "A Boy Named Sue."
So I think, as a courtesy to our audience,
It's karaoke night.
you should do that.
Okay. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. And he didn't leave much for Ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That's classic.
Because isn't that about when his daddy actually left home?
Wow. I never drew
not
the
even
parallels
kidding.
to this moment. But
Come full circle.
Yeah. Hoodoo Johnny Cash and Barack Obama share so much.
so much in common. maybe when this is over, I'll do the Obama doing the Golden Girls theme. I've been doing that a lot lately. It makes me very happy.
You know, when you started that, Davo, I thought you were going to say that Kels does a great Johnny Cash impression, and I was really looking forward to hearing that.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Johnny Cash impersonating Barack Obama.
It's a multi-level impression.
Okay. Number 3. 1965. I want you, I want you, I want you. I think you know by now. I'll get to you somehow. Until I do, I'm telling you, so you'll understand.
Could I have the lyrics one more time, please?
Okay, I want you, I want you, I want you. I think you know by now. I'll get to you somehow. Until I do, I'm telling you, so you'll understand.
You jerk.
That was great.
That was fantastic, and I'm hopelessly lost now.
And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Back in it. Got to focus.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay.
That was great.
I'm locked in, but I'm sure it's wrong.
I'm going to have to punt.
Oh, a punt? You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. And Nate, you locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in. I've got an answer for you, but I don't think that it's anywhere close to being accurate. But there's a reason why I picked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neil, what'd you go with?
It was Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond, but I'm pretty sure it's not right.
Okay. And Nate?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I did not recognize those lyrics, and I definitely didn't recognize them in the voice of our former president. But I thought it was funny that since you did Barack Obama, I went with Michelle Obama. I mean, something about Michelle. I don't know, because I don't know what that song was. I don't even know if I've ever heard it in my life.
Davo, you punted, correct?
There was a Beatles song. There was a Beatles song called Michelle.
Yeah,
right?
Michelle, my belle, blobbity blobbity blue blue blue.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
I think that's the
Well,
right
if you would,
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Well, 10 points for Nate.
What?
Are you serious?
Michelle,
Are you kidding right now?
by the Beatles.
Oh my gosh!
Trivia
I didn't
nugget.
even know that song.
And here's a
Thanks,
trivia
Obama.
nugget.
You're the man.
Here's a trivia nugget. Paul McCartney actually sang that song to the former First Lady.
Oh wow!
He did sing that to her?
He did.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to go listen to that now.
It's a good song.
The Beatles
It's
have
a
so
good
many
song.
songs. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they do. A plethora.
Good get, Nate.
I don't know where that came from.
Well played. Well played.
I caught up with 10 points.
Inch by inch, man. Inch by inch.
That's right.
All right. Number 4. 1988. You'll never make me stay, so take your weight off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been here times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time, you won't seduce me.
Can you do that one more time?
Could you do that without Barack Obama, please?
Okay, all right. Okay. You'll never make me stay, so take your weight off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been here times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time you won't seduce me.
I am locked.
I feel like I was slipping into it for a second. I couldn't stop.
I think we just found your next guest appearance. If you want to boost your subscriber base.
So have a drop in from a former president. Oh yeah, that should boost the profile just a bit.
Who knew
Good
he was
evening,
such a trivia buff?
Good evening, Northwest Arkansas.
I am definitely locked in. I karaoke a lot, by the way, so.
Oh,
Dang it. Dang it.
just the talents are pouring out.
I'm locking in with something. I'm not happy, but I'm locking in.
I think we're all good.
Okay, all right. Well, Neil, why don't you start us off?
So it sounds like the singer doesn't like this woman very much. And so I'm doing a callback to a previous category. I'm going back to the Jacksons, and I'm going to call this one Dirty Diana.
Oh, man.
Okay, Dirty Diana. Okay. Nate, what'd you come up with?
I also picked Dirty Diana, and I know that song because from my many hours of hearing karaoke. I mean, I know the song before that, but that's how I know the lyrics as well as I do.
That's how
Otherwise I might not. I don't sing the song, but I know people that do.
Oh, okay. You got a friend.
I know people.
Okay. All right, Davo, what'd you come up with?
Sarah.
By
Good
who
answer.
exactly?
Thanks. That stunk, man. I
Family
don't
Feud.
need. Oh, that was terrible.
Family
Shelly,
Feud.
Sarah. Yeah. Terrible.
Well, the correct answer is one Miss Dirty Diana. All right. At the end of regulation.
Yeah, we've got Nathan with 140, Davo with 165, and Neil with 180. 40 points separating first and third.
Okay, well, it's going to come down to some crafty wagering. How comfortable do you feel with Name That TV Show?
I have locked in my wager.
I am locked in as well.
I'm going to regret this, but I'm locked in with my wager.
The Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Comedy Series has been given out since 1952, and in that time span, the award has been given to 18 shows that have a person's name in the title, whether it be the name of the star or referencing a main character. Now, I want you to name 18 TV shows.
Holy crud.
You can name 18 shows.
I sure can. I feel good.
All right, but I'll give you full credit if you get 10 right.
So these are comedies, correct?
Comedies.
Comedies.
With someone's name, that's...
So, did you give us is there a date range?
52 to now.
52.
Wow.
So the entire history of television.
Yes. 18 shows.
This hurts. Because I feel like the shows with names were much more common in days gone by. Not so much recently.
Yeah. I was coming up against that too.
Yeah.
So just think about those shows. What the heck are they?
I don't think I have any listed from this century.
Yeah, right. Nick at Night.
I'm going to lock in with 15.
Yeah, I've also got 15. I can't think of any others.
Holy cow. I got 11.
And much like you, Neil, I don't have anything from this century, I don't think.
I think I'm locked in.
So is everybody locked in?
I believe so.
Yes.
That was a good, very difficult question.
Okay, so we're ready to roll through some answers? All right. Starting it off. The Red Skelton Show.
Oh, man. That's the joy of PBS forever.
I used to watch that at my grandma's house.
Me
Oh,
too.
that's so funny. I did not write that down, though.
No, I didn't either.
I Love Lucy.
Oh, son of a...
Got Lucy.
+1.
All right. The Phil Silvers Show.
Say that again.
Phil Silvers Show.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I didn't write it down.
Not familiar with that one.
Caesar's Hour.
I thought that was called your show of shows. See, I was thinking Sid Caesar, but I didn't...
He might have had multiple shows.
Yeah.
Did either of y'all get that?
No.
Okay. I did not either.
All right. The Jack Benny Program.
I got that.
Jack Benny. Did I?
I didn't get that.
I feel like I did. I did not write it down. Shoot.
All right. The Art Carney Special.
Killing me, Smalls.
Well, I got one so far.
I've got one.
I think it'll pick up right here. All right. The Bob Newhart Show.
Ooh. Hot diggity
him.
dog.
I've actually got him twice, but we'll see if his other
I
shows
didn't
on
write
there.
down Bob Newhart.
Well, shame. All right. The Dick Van Dyke Show.
I got that.
Yes.
All right. Get Smart.
Oh, you
No.
cagey boy.
Maxwell Smart.
Yeah.
All right. The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
I got that.
Yes.
Yep, I got that one.
That one came to me rather late, but I got it.
All right. Barney Miller.
No. I
That
love
one,
show,
an
though.
Emmy?
Yeah.
That was a great show, man.
It was really good. I'm just surprised it won one.
I think like a couple, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Cosby Show.
Got that.
Put the jello in the pudding.
All right. Murphy Brown.
Oh, man.
Oh, Murphy Brown.
I
I used
got
to
Murphy.
watch that.
Good old Candace
You got it,
Bergen.
Neil?
I got that one.
I did not write that down. I used to watch that all the time. Well, not me, but because it was on TV because my parents.
Yes.
I wasn't like excited. We got to get home, Mom, to watch Murphy Brown.
Ooh, pour me a glass of chocolate milk for Murphy Brown.
That was such a 90s thing to say.
Nesquik, please.
All right. Seinfeld.
Got it.
Got it.
Gotta get Seinfeld.
You say no, Neil?
No, I got that one.
Okay, good.
Frasier.
Got it.
Got it.
Frasier.
Somewhere. Yes.
Ally McBeal.
Ooh,
Oh, I
That's
did not get
that's not a
that's not a comedy.
Hey.
It's on the
one.
CW. Nobody
No.
watches the CW.
It was a comedy, but it wasn't a sitcom.
Or it was WB back then, maybe.
Yeah, it might have been
Whatever
WB.
it was,
Will and Grace.
Ooh.
That was my last one I added.
Yep,
Are you
same here.
kidding, Neil?
That's the last one I added.
What the hell? Sorry, what the heck?
It just came back out. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
I'm up to 9.
All right. And the last one. Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yes.
Got it.
Well, piffle.
Well,
So
gentlemen,
you're saying the Flintstones were not on there?
they were nominated, but they did not win.
Oh.
You're saying the Jeffersons never won one?
They
Batman?
never moved on up.
His name isn't. It's Bruce Wayne. Excuse me. Batman is an alter ego.
You know what?
No Batman.
Boom. Zinga.
So the Andy Griffith Show never won, huh?
Andy Griffith Show never won.
Oh, that's sad. I did. Yeah.
Donna Reed never won.
Donna Reed never won.
Ozzie and Harriet never won.
No.
Hogan's
I was a
Heroes.
little surprised. I was honestly a little
Hogan's Heroes.
surprised that Roseanne wasn't on there.
Roseanne never won. Never won.
Yeah, I wrote down
that's-
Roseanne as well.
That's it. I did not write down Roseanne.
Drew Carey Show.
I had the
Never
Drew
won?
Carey Show
Never won.
and Ellen.
Sanford and Son, no go.
Nah. So much hate in the world. No San Francisco.
The world's just not right.
It's just not right.
Well, I can tell you guys right now, I did not get 10.
Well, we were lobbying.
I was sure
many-
trying.
How many did you get?
I got 6.
That's 6.
I got 9.
Oh, 9. Neil?
I got 10.
Neil got 10.
I watched a lot of TV in my life.
Apparently a lot of award shows.
Not a single one of those, but a lot of TV.
Well, Neil got 10. Let's hear some
Congratulations,
wages.
Neil.
Yeah.
Yes, good job, Neil.
Well, yeah. I guess you win by default.
What if I bet?
Your card's in the mail, sir.
What if I bet a negative number?
Oh,
Oh, well,
One.
what did you wager, Neil?
Well, I knew he was not very likely to bet everything, but I wanted to beat Davo if he did bet everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet 151,
Ooh. You crafty boy.
which puts me at 331 points.
Ooh.
wow.
That's just greedy.
Man, running up the score right about that.
Davo, what did you wager?
I bet 80.
Bet 80. Which brings you down to
85.
what about you, Nate?
I bet 52
52.
for no reason.
I gave you what?
Well, that put you in second place, Nate.
Second place on your
By
first
3.
run.
So just for me, Neil, why don't you read the final scores?
Davo with 85, bringing up the rear. Nathan with 88, and Neil with 331.
How much was that again? One more time?
Yeah, I couldn't
Who's,
make it out.
331.
That is an all-time record for our show.
Yeah, it is. It's the high score.
Congratulations.
Well played, sir.
Maybe you can
Very
add some,
good game.
add some applause effects there.
Yeah, we need to throw in something, or that air horn, like wah 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 wah.
Well played, gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the questions.
Very good questions. I liked
great,
it.
Yeah, great questions. And once again, I want to thank you all for inviting me out. I had a great time, and hopefully, maybe in the future, do it again.
Well, you are welcome anytime, sir.
Yeah, it was our pleasure.
Can I give a shout out?
Of course.
Well, I just want to say sorry to Matt Damon. You know, since we couldn't fit him in tonight.
Yeah, he got bumped.
You get the reference, right?
Yeah.
and also Lindsey Buckingham. I mean, he's a great guest all the time. But
Thanks to Lindsey Buckingham. Thanks to Matt Damon. Thank you, Nate, for coming on.
yeah, man, it was a pleasure, man.
So we have a Patreon. Come check us out on Patreon. We could really use your help and support to expand our programming and help us produce higher quality programming and just to show you you're interested in independent creators and supporting our efforts. We have a Twitter @LadleBrain, and yes, it's because I input the information incorrectly.
Is that what happened?
Kels, that's what happened, Kels. We have a Facebook page. We have a website. If you would like to email us topics that we can write questions about, we are Davo@brainladle.com, Neil@brainladle.com, and Kels@brainladle.com. Obviously, we love to have wonderful guests like Nate to come on the show to spice things up, add a little variety. So to all of us, all of our fans out there, to everyone out there, thank you. This is Davo with Neil.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
And Kels.
What does Marcellus Wallace?
I had something really funny I was going to say there.
And thank you, Nate.
Thanks, Nate.
Thanks, guys.
Signing off.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.